But the more you tie somebody down, tie his neck, twist him, and he can't talk, he'll be saying, You don't know what he wants to say. But let him open his mouth and say what he wants to say. So, President Sowore, I invite you to feel free, come to me as you used to. We met a couple of times at the peace committee meetings when you were gunning for presidency. Maybe one day you'll be at this Aso Villa as president. You didn't say amen. So want to...
It's a crazy thing. And that's not too much to ask. It simply means the elite themselves actually knows the people they have now called the troublemakers. Right? We have also received a report that rather than an hostile, sort of like hostile treatment against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they've turned the Sokoto prison to a small place where they go for a place where they go to pilgrimage right now. A lot of people are now paying pilgrimage visits to this, not just the prison, even to the town. And guess what? The Sokoto state government, where this Sultan of Sokoto also lives, right? They have been very much like hospitable. The irony. Are you with me? So the elite knows what is going on. And most of the time, they just have to pretend that they don't. However, they are also worried that if the Kasala bursts someday, nobody is going to actually really have the chance to wield around their power, the influence, and not the money. But Sowore, well, they can't have Sowore with in their midst. It is always like a mismatch. It won't really happen. But yeah, that happened. The conversation. And this conversation also happened. A brother who said it was just like a passerby, like a spectator, suddenly got grabbed and arrested, and he was accused of being a madman. Now, I have a question for you, 2 questions actually. My 2 hours is complete, but I feel like I could still actually tell or share more all the other stuff I have here, including what's going on in River State and a few other places. Do you think we should call it a night, or we should just keep the role? I know a lot of people say we should keep the role, but it's good to ask. What do you think? Call it a night or keep the role? Because I have the second question. Yeah? Right. We should continue. Okay, let's continue. Normally people will say, let's take calls. I know, I would love to take calls, but I'm not going to be here tomorrow, so you're going to be watching replay tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going to be busy having this family day out and all that stuff. Sure you get. Yeah. So I won't see you again until Sunday. So let me quickly just finish. Yeah. Now my second question. Tell me, I know you can't tell me, but some of you will still manage to put it in the comment, okay? Tell me, if for any reason you are standing by or standing at the bus stop waiting for your boss to come, and then the next bus that comes or that came is the one where you just get dragged, and you are dragged like more or less like arrested. You get dragged into the van. And while you got into the van, you realized that there were other occupants. But these are not just normal occupants. What's going on here? Then you figure out that they're actually mad people. Now you tell me, in that kind of circumstance, what would be your way of getting yourself out of that situation? Because Nigeria has a problem, but you know something? I have tried to devise few means, but I realized that I was doing so simply because of where I live. But I have I've seen probably movies where people have been wrongly, picked up by the roadside, and they are sent straight to the psychiatric home, So you tell me, there you are, just standing by the roadside, and then you got dragged into a car, and there were mad people. How do you think is the best way to explain yourself out and say, I'm not mad. I'm not a mad person? How? I keep asking myself this question. Some said the way you dress is the way you are going to be addressed, which in itself is also complicated. In Nigeria today, if you are a young man, especially that drives nice car, keeps on, clean shave, dresses nice, and smelled good, the Nigerian police can target you and call you a fraudster, Yahoo boy, and we all know how that goes. So some people started probably dressing down. Now people are saying if you dress down and you get picked up as a madman, how can you explain yourself in 5 sentences or maybe 3 sentences? Tell me, are you going to be gentle and say, no, see, excuse me, can I explain something to you, sir? I am not a madman. I can prove it to you. I was coming from my house. I live in number so and so. And then I came, do you think you'll be believed? And what do you think you can do to get out of that situation? Because this brother might need that advice. If he's got the opportunity of watching this, I shared this earlier on Maiyegun's Diary Political. This young man got raided, and there he was explaining to those who arrested him that he's not a madman. No, I'm not mad. I'm explaining this or that, but nobody believed him. Sorry if you don't understand Yoruba, that's why I made that earlier explanation. That if you find yourself in that situation, and there you are, how do you really explain to them that I'm not mad? Are you going to fight them and run away? But do you know something? In my own opinion, it is ideal to actually fight them and run away. Because there is no way you can really, if you fight them, if you argue with them, right, they will say you have an aggressive madness. If you are gentle, explain to them and all of that, even if you have to speak in English as well, they'll say, now book, make this one mad. He's a very gentle person. If not because of his madness, it's probably like he would have been a professor, he would have been a lecturer, he probably would have been a pilot. They changed his test. In Nigeria, where superstition pretty much covers most people who are even like professionals. Professionals will be telling you and say, I saw one lady, she's so pretty. She's so beautiful. But they don't run her mad, she don't mad. That's somebody who is probably a doctor. Maybe a psychiatric won't say that, I'm just saying. So how do you explain it? Like me now, they can't arrest me. Maybe around the time we say, I never barb, I never shave. And I'm like, listen, I live in Scotland. I can show you if you allow me. I was just waiting for my driver to come and pick me because my car had problem. So that's why I was waiting. And these guys just grabbed me. Say, where are your shoes? So it was when they are dragging me now. That's when, my shoes, all of them fell off and all of that. They say, is that also why you have this torn trouser? I say, yes. When they are dragging me, they say, okay, where are you from? For somebody like me, and I'm like, me. People know me as Maiyegun General, but my name is this and that. I live in Glasgow. I live in Glasgow, Scotland. Say, what deport especially if these guys who catches me are Yorubas, they will just look at themselves and say, what deport boy? The moment they deported him, like he just ran mad. Like, I know their type. He believes that he's still in Scotland, but he didn't know that he's already Shoko. He's not living in Scotland again. They say, if he be like the batch, we then decamp to Ghana. Those ones we then decamp, we Donald Trump decamp to Ghana. God damn it. So you have only aspirin stain. That one go just knock you out. By the time you have a chicken or like you don't need to hallucinate. They say, no, bro, this is Oshodi. This is not Scotland, okay? Scotland is in England. I say, yes, that's what I'm saying. I was working for, God damn it. Very young man. They just destroy his life. It's a very strong madman. Like they say, this one has strong, F-only 500, F-only 1,500 mg, milligram. His zone is above this one. Those ones with then deport, where they can run mad. It is difficult. We have to cancel that Scotland from his head. He needs to stop thinking about any Scotland or any England or anything. So I will become somebody he will know that he's in Nigeria. It's crazy. I have to use that just to give you a bit of a relief because we've all glued to the edges of our own couches. A lot of people have been having a lot of things running through their minds based on what we have actually shared so far. So I'm glad that some of you could actually put up the laugh emoji and laugh enough. So you can do me the other favor, like the broadcast, and let's continue. Okay, this time to River State, because it's part of what we were supposed to talk about. Okay, so earlier this morning, right, the supposed speaker of River State House of Assembly, Martin Amawule, the Werewike said, man, now this should be the genesis, right? A few days ago, the Turaki, the new PDP chairman, who somehow, I don't know how they did it all. It's like they have been recognized by INECO. And right now, all the actions of expelling Werewike and all of that are seems to probably could be the Achilles heel that we eventually see the doom of Werewike, where some people are beginning to speculate that the move that happened in River State today, River State House of Assembly today, was like an impromptu move to see if they can do a checker, like a checkmate somehow, like let's just go to APC and declare it that way before Fubara will kind of take the shine off it, and it will be more or less like, okay, where the weakest men are already on ground for his own official probably joining there, or better still, to continue to fight PDP in court. Here is the genesis. Then I'll come back.
Distinguished members of the press, as I'm talking to you, these certificates have been dispatched via courier to go to the 11 persons that have been expelled. This is a certificate of expulsion of His Excellency Nyesom Wike. A copy, original copy, via courier. This is the certificate of Ayodele Fayoshe, His Excellency. It has been sent to him also through courier. This is a proof that he has been expelled from PDP. Certificate of Distinguished Senator Samuel Anyang. It has been sent to him via courier. Next is the certificate of expulsion of Umaru Bature, Honorable Umaru Bature. It has also been sent to him via courier. Next is the certificate of Kamaluddin Adeyemi Ajibade, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. It has also been sent to him through courier. Next is that of Abdurrahman Mohammed. It has also been sent to him via courier. It's for Mao, Senator Mao Wahabonwa. It has also been sent to him via courier services. The next one is for Mr. Austin Nwachukwu. Certificate of expulsion has also been sent to him via courier. The next one is that of Abraham. It has been sent to him via courier. Judge Turner. This certificate, as I'm talking to you, has been sent to him also via courier services. I'm sure some of them have already received it. Last but not the least is that of Chief Dan Obi. It has been sent to him through courier. We have done this for Nigerians, particularly critical institutions that are involved in managing the affairs of political parties, especially INEC, and they have been managing the affairs of main security affairs in the society, most especially Nigeria Police, Department of Security Services, Nigeria Civil Defense, and other agencies of government, to know that these people are no longer members of our party. They have been expelled, they remain expelled. We have now certified their expulsion, and this certificate had been sent to them. Very soon, members of the society will be informed via proper disclaimers that any person henceforth who decide to do business with them, all of them, or some of them, or any one of them, does so at his or her or their risk. They are no longer members of the People's Democratic Party. They have been expelled. You today are living witnesses of their certificate of expulsion. So we hope that members of PDP in Nigeria and diaspora will know that PDP has once again gotten rid that have been afflicting and creating problems for us in our activities. We are now prepared to be saddled with the responsibility of performing our functions as the leading opposition party in Nigeria. We are going to provide.
The more you look, the less you see. The more you look, the less you see. The more you look, the less you see.
The more you look, the less you see. Werewike responded and said, no, he's joking. I am still a member of PDP. He's not going anywhere. Meanwhile, his own political base is divided now, or maybe that is also a plan. The Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Martin Amewule, announced to the members of, or to the public today, that henceforth or from now on, it will be identifying as a member of APC. And there are 16 of them. So what happened to the rest? Well, they currently said that about 10 or 11 PDP members who are still members of the House have now nominated somebody as their own minority leader by becoming the opposition. So Amawule this morning, and this clip, by the way, let's start with this.
By way of announcement, I'd like to inform the House that I have been informed by 16 members of the Rivers State House of Assembly of their decision to leave the People's Democratic Party and move to the All Progressive Congress. All 16 members, including the Speaker, have so decided to leave the People's Democratic Party for the All Progressive Congress. Distinguished colleagues, it's important I also allow all the members who have so communicated to me to also reaffirm by addressing the House on this particular item. But before I give them the opportunity to speak, distinguished colleagues, let me say that the reason for leaving the People's Democratic Party is because of the clear division in the People's Democratic Party today. The whole world is aware that as of today, even the national headquarters of the PDP is not functioning as a visit the various constituencies in Rivers State. It is time to hear from our people. We need to visit our chiefs, our women, our youths. We need to go to our various wards. We need to visit our various local government areas and find out what is going on. We need to see and hear from our people so that we can know how best to serve them, how best to represent them,